Alright guys, it is me, Taco, back at it again with another Legends video. And as you can see on the screen, Ultra Vegito Blue is, unsurprisingly, coming tonight. I would show the animations, but they are playing Chozutsu Dynamic in the video, and I'm not trying to get copyrighted. So anyway, his full kit is here, so that's what we're going to go over today. I have taken a peek, and let's just say it's going to be pretty insane. Might have a little bit of a mental breakdown. Nah, just kidding. Anyway, so we're just going to go straight to over here to the main ability. So on his main, he destroys a card, one of his own cards, to draw his ult. Okay, pretty standard stuff. 30 ki, or 30% health, 50 ki, my bad. And then he has 50% cut penetration for 15 counts, and the requirements for it are only 20 counts instead of the normal 25. So similar to Ultra Super Gogeta, who released in Legend Festival 2021, you can get his ult even earlier than usual. As for his Z ability, at 6 stars, or I guess I should just say red 1, he's giving ultimate damage to Fusion Warriors and 38% to Fusion Warriors or future strike, attack, and defense. Yeah, like, man, I'm just at a loss for words with this character. Like, he's great. The usual, if he's in the leader, gets the full Ultra ability. Otherwise, he needs Fusion Warriors. So that is now 4 Ultra Fusion characters that have Fusion Warrior as their Ultra ability. Yeah, the usual. Anyway, on his strike card, he does inflict the enemy with 10% damage received for 15 counts, and it has blast armor. So, man, blast characters are not looking very good right now. Oh, hi, McAfee. Thanks. I'll pass. As for his blast card, he just gets 5 ki on activation, nothing special. He gets, on his blue card, he does 30% extra damage, slice damage, and has a 100% chance to inflict extreme bleed. So that's always a bit annoying, having that constant damage tick. And he has the blast armor on it as well. Looking good so far, but dude, this green card is actually one of the most bonkers green cards in the game. And like, we have Ultra Kid Boo's green card, but let's just get right to it. The following effects occur upon activation: restores health by 15%, nullifies unfavorable element factors for 10 counts, uncancelable, and seals enemy Rising Rush for 5 counts. And not just that, it is a counter that will activate for taps, strikes, or blast arts. And if it activates, you randomly destroy a card and get a blue card the first time you use the counter. You get 50 ki and inflict the enemy with attribute downgrade minus 100% to health restoration for 10 counts. So someone like GT17 can't even heal its usual 30%. But it can only be combo with a special move in the ult. But you're literally drawing a blue card, so that kind of speaks for itself. Yeah, this is like, Vegito has a green card and he can just stall you out. Like, you tap, you blast, you strike, you just you get countered. You just buys time, and you can't rush. If he messes up, you can't even rush him. You can catch him, but you can't rush him because he seals it for 5 counts. And then on the ultimate, which has the new mechanic Arts Action, which we'll get into in a bit, he has 20% damage. It's Supreme Impact damage, and then he gets 20% ult damage and nullifies endurance, and does AoE damage. That won't kill them, but again, AoE damage is always nice to have. And then if you get the Arts Action hit, which is basically just a little button mash towards the middle point of the ult, if you hit the button enough times, you do increased damage and destroy all of your opponent's cards. And blast armor on the ult. So yeah, this ult looks pretty strong. Hello, Java. Anyway. Alright, just moving on to the unique ability. The following effects to self when battle starts: 150% to damage inflicted and another 30 to strike damage, 70% damage cut, uncancelable card draw speed, an additional card draw speed level for 30 counts that is cancelable, -5 to arts costs, can't be canceled, and this one it gets crazy. Applies buff effect, nullifies enemies' reduced Dragon Ball effects for 60 counts, cannot be canceled, and applies the buff effect, nullify enemies' destroy card effects for 30 counts, which is cancelable. So right off the bat, you can't have your Dragon Balls be destroyed, double card draw speed, 70% cut, 180 strike damage specifically. Like, jeez, dude. And he gets a strike card when he enters the battlefield, gets 20% key recovery, 5 counts of cover null, which is cancelable, seals enemy rising rush for 5 counts, and reduces enemy vanishing gauge to 0 the first time he enters the battle. So, like, you can literally lead off with this guy and just go. Like, just go. They have no vanish. They can't PV you, so you can just chuck like a strike. Or something like that. Because actually, it is mid-range strike, so if they dodge it properly, which they can't because they have to switch out, which takes time. So you can literally just throw out a mid-range strike at the very beginning of the match, and you already waste 2 of your opponent's vanishing gauge. Or you catch him in a combo. Like, jeez, man. And he also cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions if there are 3 enemy battle members remaining. And then every time he's faced with an enemy, he gets 30 key, inflicts an enemy with attribute downgrade -15% to critical rate for 15 counts, seals enemy special move, and it can't be used for 3 counts. So, like, universal cover changes like Ultra Gogeta Blue, like, you can't just go out and pop your funny blue card. Same with, like, Ultra Hit, Ultra Broly, if you're using him for some reason. Like, this guy is actually just insane. Like, this is still just the first unique. Like, we're just getting to the second one in a minute. And also, applies the following effects to self if own remaining health is 50% or below after being hit by an enemy arts attack while this character is on the battlefield. Activates once. 30% HP, nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 30 counts, which is cancelable, increases Dragon Balls by 1, and cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. So if you just get below 50% HP, you get 30% healed, element null, a free Dragon Ball, and all your downgrades and conditions just vanish because he just wasn't broken enough. So let's just throw more on him. So moving into unique ability 2 here, he has a strike cover change that can combo into the blue card, the usual, and charges own unique gauge every time this character uses an arts card while they are on the battlefield. Once the unique gauge is full, it resets to 0 and applies the following effects to self. So when Toshi was talking about this during the reveal stream, he described it to be similar to Beast Gohan, but according to the warning, it automatically refreshes like Ultra Super Gogeta or Broly. So what I'm gathering is that it fills up as fast as Beast Gohan while having the instant refresh. And every time it fills, he gets a strike card, 10% health, and 50 key, like this 30% damage, 40% key recovery for 15 counts each, applies buff effect, 5 counts of cover null basically, and not to mention, no limit on this, these are stackable. Like, dude, he's so insane. And then when he rushes the opponent, he gets a Dragon Ball back immediately, just for free, because he just needs it, I guess. Gets 40% uncancelable permanent key recovery, nullifies unfavorable element factors for 10 timer counts, cannot be canceled, and gets 3 counts of cover null. Or no, not cover null, endurance nullification. So he has the Ultra Gogeta Blue effect, but instead of getting his Vanish back, he gets permanent key recovery, a Dragon Ball, and element null. So he can just rush blue characters for free. And then if he kills an enemy, he gets his Vanish back and 10% HP. Like, did they make him good enough? Like, I don't even know what else to say. Like, he's just easily #1. Unless his stats are literally like the lowest of the low for whatever reason, I see no reason why he isn't one. So hopefully you guys got your Chrono Crystals, because I got mine ready. I've got about 9,000 ready for the summon video tonight, which will probably be up to around when the banner drops. Probably going to watch a few friends summon first, so maybe it'll be another hour or so. But anyway, I will see you guys in the summon video tonight, because that is probably the next thing I'm going to record. So I will, again, see you in the next video. Peace.